Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia Soiree. Just continuing where we left off, leaving Kuroba after he made some jokes. And I didn't realize when I was like joking about him before, like in the last part, like, God, he's so like serious, and then he's like, well, ha ha ha. She says the same shit. I didn't even look at like what she was saying when I ended the last part. It was so funny. Anyway. Unbelievable! After being so serious, he has to suddenly be back to his usual self. There's no way I could push him down. Then again, I need to find out what's holding him back if I want to continue my search for a husband. She's like considering this. I want to be like, I don't think Kuroba's the best person to ask for advice or to take advice from, but at the same time, I mean, come to think of it, I recall the book Camellia lent me having something similar in it. Oh god. I'll read it again tonight. That's... Himuka! I saw his silvery hair ahead of me as I was on my way to the Blue District. I quickly ran toward him, but he looked away from me. You don't... Oh, that's me. You don't want to see me? Huh? That's not... It doesn't seem like he's trying to completely avoid me. Himuka, about yesterday... Do you like men like him? He's very manly and muscular, so I'm sure he'd be the perfect match for you. I actually like them beautiful and slightly delicate. So, I mean, Himuka doesn't exactly go against that. I want them to be a little less lolly boy, Himuka, but you're delicate and pretty, so kind of works. Wait, I told you this before, but there's absolutely nothing between me and Kuroba. And then, what kind of man do you like? One's like you. I mean, in this route, one's like you. Huh? I was taken aback by the unexpected question. I can't just tell Himiko that I like men like him, so... I mean, you can. You'd be like, I like you, Himiko. Like... Someone kind. Someone healthy. I feel like kind is better, because saying healthy is like... I don't personally think that anything is wrong with Himuka. You know what I mean? Maybe, but I doubt it, because, like, then they put that in there. That's your route. Like, oh, by the way, Himuka's, you know, like Kanan, or just, like, can't have children or something, and then, okay, well, fuck the white blood. I mean, you know, they put her in this, like, just lost my train of thought, but she's always been like, I have to keep my bloodline going, and then all of a sudden she's gonna be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Normal person might be like, I want to have kids someday, and then you meet someone who can't have kids, and you're like, oh, well, I'll give up having kids for you, or whatever. But, like, her whole thing is, like, have to have kids, and then she's gonna give it up. You know what I mean? Like, it seems weird, and it seems slightly out of character if they put that on Himuka. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, but I also feel like if you say, well, someone healthy, and it is like, Himuka does have that, something is wrong with him, you're just basically being like, healthy, if you're not healthy, I'm not into you. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's cold, yo. So I feel like kind is probably the right answer, but good. Okay, that is the right answer. Like, someone healthy. And then it makes me wonder, though, when we didn't say, if it gave us the option to say healthy, and it's not, then is there some, like, if we said healthy, would he be like, oh, well, I'm not healthy? You know what I mean? It's kind of confusing, but I guess I don't feel like that is Himuka's problem with, like, not wanting to be her husband or saying he can't be, because, again, it just seems so out of character for her to have been so, like, have to continue the white bloodline, and it's super important, and then to just be okay with giving that up. I mean, at the same time, she is the kind of person who's like, I'm in love with this person and I want to be with this person, and she's always been like that, but it would be very interesting, I guess, if they gave her a route where it was like, he can't have kids, and you're like, okay, no problem, let the white bloodline die. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? It would be interesting. Because she's been very much like, I have to find a husband, and then I find my soulmate, and then great, we'll have kids eventually and continue the white bloodline. And then to put her with a love interest that can't have kids, and then she's like, fuck it. I'll die, and then the sun will disappear. You know what I mean? I guess that's something, because, like, they're putting all this pressure on her to breed, basically, and for her to be like, fuck the expectations and go against it would be kind of cool. So, anyway, I'd say someone kind. And then, do you think I'm kind? My entire body grew hot at once. I resented the fact that we were out in public. Oh, I resented the fact. I can't read. I resented the fact that we were out in public. If no one else had been around, I might have thrown my arms around him. I think you're kind. Very kind. Thank goodness. Himika? He was definitely smiling, but for some reason, it didn't feel like it was coming from the heart. I need to send someone home, so I'll be going. Huh? Oh, good luck. Himika waved at me as he walked away. It sounded like he ran. I wonder if my answer was the right one. I mean, according to the guide, yes. Damn you, game. Because, like, if you weren't using a guide, I'd be like, I wonder if that was the right answer. Well, now you're making me wonder. Huh. That man over there doesn't look so good. Wow. There must be, like, sports ball going on because my neighbors are fucking obnoxious. They've been obnoxious all day. They're always obnoxious. God, I hate living here. Anyway. Excuse me, are you all right? I hurriedly ran toward a young man crouching on the ground. What? Lady Olympia? The young man fell back, surprised. It looked like there were tears in his eyes. Please forgive me. You need not concern yourself. What is it? What happened? He was speechless for a moment, then quickly turned his head away. It's nothing. Really. I simply came to lay flowers at the monument. There's a monument in front of the hospital dedicated to those who have been executed. He wishes to lay flowers for her there. What I saw before me was too simple to be called a monument. It was only a slab of stone with nothing etched upon it. There was nothing to indicate its significance whatsoever. I mean, at least the one in the background is like a little triangle monument, so it looks better than just a slab of stone. It's something. Like, atop the stone lay a single, freshly picked beech rose. Today marks a month since my sister's execution. I came here to mourn her death. Aw, execution? I didn't even know his name or his sister's. And yet, my heart throbbed with pain. My sister was a Hazushi. Oh, is it going to be what's her name? She was captured and executed immediately. It was barely half a month. I know it can't be helped since it was a serious crime. But I was working on one of the other islands. I had no idea and couldn't even say goodbye. That's what happens sometimes with death, though. It sucks. Just rip someone away from you. Let's all cry now. They're great. Thanks, Spacey. Lately, it seems the executions have increased. I wonder if they're enforcing the law more aggressively. Yes, Lady Shura is making sure that they get enforced more swift. You know, there's more of them. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. We all know what the backstory is at. That was in Riku's route, wasn't it? Yeah. In any case, by the time I came back, she was gone. The young man's eyes filled with tears again. He quickly wiped them away and stood up. I'm very sorry, Lady Olympia. I've bothered you with such nonsense. Please forget it. There's no need to apologize at all. I've seen you a number of times on stage. Please do your best to protect the sun. The young man bowed to me, then solemnly walked away. Really, who in the world set up this color class system? If only it didn't exist. I want to do something about it, but Elder Sister was able to brush me aside so easily. Well, you know. We know why. Maybe Himiko knows where I can find Lord Hiroko. He said he had to see someone off, so I guess I'll go to Yomi for now and have a cup of tea. As I leisurely made my way to the bathhouse, I noticed Hayuri's unique hair color in the distance. It's a really pretty color, like the clear blue sea reflecting the light of the sun. Yet he's shunned by the people living here on the surface. As I stood there, wondering whether I should talk to Hayuri, I saw a man head toward him. Hey, newspaper boy! Are you speaking to me, sir? Yeah, you! How may I help you, sir? I feel like he wouldn't be saying it in such a snarky way, but that's just the voice we gave him, so, like, he's gotta stay snarky all the time, otherwise, like, what are we gonna do? My friend bought a Sugiura from you yesterday. I greatly appreciate that. Your damn hair's so flashy I could pick you out from the crowd, even with that veil on. So about that Sugiura, he opened it and there was nothing inside. So how are you gonna make amends, huh? He's just trying to pick a fight, isn't he? Maybe it's just a lousy cookie, but business is business. Shouldn't you take some responsibility? Yes, absolutely. Then get on your knees. Maybe a good smack will teach you a lesson. Like, what a bag of dicks this guy is. You're gonna smack a kid around because your fortune cookie didn't have a fucking cookie? Like, didn't have a fortune in it? Fortune cookie didn't have a cookie. It's just a fortune in the bag. That's a weird one. I mean, I've gotten fortune cookies before that didn't have a fortune. That just means your life sucks and the universe hates you today. It doesn't mean you beat up a kid. What a dick. I gotta say, the color of yours is so goddamn ugly. You know what's really funny though? Them saying this color is ugly? Isn't turquoise like an actual like color in the color classes? I guess not. You know what I mean? Because they have like jade and cyan. So I'm guessing this is not like he's like not because he just looks like it just looks like a secondary color. You know what I mean? But their secondary colors are weird here. So, well, yeah, because their secondary colors. Wait. Aren't all their secondary colors technically secondary and tertiary? I forget how the structure was done. It doesn't follow the logic of art. Okay, and like the color wheel. So that's why it doesn't stick in my brain. But I always figured Hayuri was just abandoned because like, oh, we're like his parents were blue and he's not good enough. But like that, I guess in a way that doesn't make sense because they would have just done what like Kaina's parents did and was like, oh, well, off to the yellow you go. And they would have been like, off to the turquoise or cyan or whatever. But I guess he's not really, I guess there is no turquoise. You know, but like, you know what I mean? I guess I can't keep up with all the colors that are and aren't in this. So anyway, but that's bullshit. His color's super pretty. I figure you got a few drops of blue in you, but doesn't that miserable color make you ashamed to even live? I am very ashamed, sir. His submissive response tore my heart into pieces. I am unworthy of standing before a noble blue like yourself, sir. Please forgive me. The fact that he has to talk like this when he hates these people. At least you know your place. You know it's monstrous folks like you are making our sun fade. Just as I was about to jump in, I met Hayuri's eyes. It was as if they told me to mind my own business. He gave me such a glare that I completely stopped in my tracks. Hayuri... I bet it pleased Lord Hiroko if we were able to get rid of all you filthy scum. I believe you're correct, sir. The fact that, like, I mean, okay. Hayuri is such a fucking twat child, but, like, I mean, you understand now why. I mean, you kind of understood before everyone's treated him like shit, but it's like, there's no reason to be a dick to me, a little punk bastard, punch you in the face. And now this shit's happening to him, and I'm like, oh, now I feel guilty for wanting to punch him. I wanted to punch him because he was being a dick to me. I didn't want to punch him just because he existed. This guy wants to punch the kid just because he exists, and that's rude. Punch him because he's an asshole, dude, at least, you know? He has no right to say that to him. I clenched my fist with fury. So this was how the precious blue treated others? Okay, except Riku, not Riku. Please don't associate Riku with the blue, Ben. Good! Now get down! Without a change in expression, Hayuri began to kneel down when... You don't need to bow to someone like him. Himika? Who are you? What? I didn't see that twist coming. Kiura of the Blue. Oh, is Kiura of the Blue the guy he's talking to? I thought maybe he was saying that was it. Wait, hold on. Just now, you said something would please Hirako. Do you know him yourself? I guess Kiura is the guy of the blue. I thought Himika was saying that was him, and I was like, wait, what? Huh? But okay, it makes sense that he was look, it was the phrasing. It makes sense he's talking to the guy, the blue dude, because you wouldn't be of the blue if you came out gray. They would have kicked your ass out, and you'd no longer be. You would have been formerly of the, and you wouldn't. Right. Plus, you're an outsider, so you're not of any. Okay, never mind. Look. Kuroba was of the yellow class that we didn't know about in the very beginning. It was like, that's what you used to be. What? So I wouldn't have been surprised. The game gave me a start for a second. Okay, never mind. I seriously, Himika's like, I know Hirako. Or is it because the skull is Hirako? Have you gone to Kokurinomiya? Yeah. Have you gone to Kokurinomiya and opened the blinds to see Hirako's face? Of course I did. I'm of the noble blue. I've been specially chosen to enter Kokurinomiya. Then tell us, what did Hirako look like? I'd never tell someone as lowly as you. I think it's so funny. He's like, yeah, of course I've been there and seen him. Nobody sees him. And first of all, you're of the blue. You get to go there and maybe have Batsu powers. You don't get to talk to Hirako. Only Doma gets to talk to Hirako. Stop it. Doma's just going to all of a sudden just poof over here and be like, how dare you? I'm the only one that talks to Hirako. Get out. Doma's at home like, somebody is fucking talking smack. So pissed right now. It's an obvious lie. The blinds protecting Kokurinomiya would never open to the likes of you. Silence! How dare you speak to me that way? You'll pay for your insolence! And then you yourself will pay for your insolence in spreading falsehoods about Hirako. What? You pretend to speak on his behalf when you're nothing more than a foolish human. This makes me think Himika really is Hirako. Or Tsukiyomi is. And maybe Tsukiyomi's just actually Tsukiyomi from the stories, and Himika's Hirako. And I'm just... Oh my god, that would be amazing! I mean, I know I've thrown that out there before in this route, but, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that'd be amazing. Please do it. Game, come on. Game! I'm gonna need all these twists. Shit just gets weirder in this game. On this island, there are few sins more unforgivable. But... Wait, what's going on here? Standing in front of me was someone completely different from the frightened, shy Himika I knew. He's frightened and shy of you, not anyone else. The cold glare of his eyes was filled with such a rage that no one in the plaza could move at all. But the thing is this is actually kind of the way Himika was when we first met him. He just came up and was like, I will fucking kill you. And then it was like, okay, hi. And he's awkward and shy around us, not around anyone else. He doesn't talk to people. Okay, so I get that. If he was just walking by and that guy was talking to him. But, that guy's threatening people. And that's where Himika steps up and is like, I will fuck your shit up. And then they're like, what the fuck? And then later he's like, don't look at me. He gets pretty fucking, tough when he wants to, when he's ready to kick someone's ass. Shy and all, she should know that. This is, the third time, at least. The first time we met him, that time when he was, he dragged us away from that freaking dude who was pawing at us in the park. Or this plaza. And now this. This is at least the third time where he has been like, I will fuck your shit up. And been a little, dangerous. I like it. Anyway. You don't know, do you? Who Hirako is or what he looks like? Of course you don't, you worm. Listen carefully. And the next time you use Hiriko's name in vain, consider yourself cursed. It makes me feel like he's Hiriko. Or the skull is. Like, those are my bets. It's him or the skull. You're gonna pay, you brat! The man spat out his last words before staggering off. What was that? As the silence of the plaza lifted, everyone's eyes were drawn to Hayuri and Himuka. You don't have to butt in, Undertaker. I was just playing pretend for that monster girl over there. I let out a sigh. I was just playing pretend. Oh, God, Hayuri, can't you ever just thank anyone? I didn't want to fight him at a time like this. I'm not going to thank you. Hayuri, the only thing that's going to happen is that they'll just do something worse to me later. You really should have minded your own business. Again with that damn pitying look. You think you're some mighty existence or something? Hayuri, Himuka's not trying to look down on you. So says the useless one. I was about to step in and you basically glared at me and told me not to. I was trying to, like, respect your wishes, you punk bitch. You know what? That blue guy should have fucking boot stomped you. What the fuck? Like, 1 minute you're feeling bad for him and the next you're like, no, you're still an asshole. I mean, I understand why he's such a bitchy little asshole. You know what I mean? And, like, he's just been so hurt and abused by everybody that at this point, like, he doesn't trust, even when we're like, we're trying to help you. He's like, fuck you, and I don't trust you. He's like an abused dog. Hold on, my phone's ringing. I'm gonna, like, tell them to go fuck themselves. It's freaking spam calls. Which is really annoying because, like, it's a fucking holiday, assholes. Like, why are you spam calling me? On fucking Thanksgiving. Like, it's Thanksgiving. Still, I recorded a couple parts. Last part, and this one, obviously. Anyway. But, like, yeah, Hayuri's like an abused dog. Like, he's been beaten so much by people that, like, even when there's a nice person trying to help, he's like, no, you're gonna hurt me. And it's like, I'm not gonna hurt you, puppy. But, you know, they don't know. But But unlike a dog, he's smart enough to know, but he just isn't gonna trust anybody. I don't know if he'll ever get over it and be willing to trust people. You know? It's kind of sad. All your empty-headed words are meaningless. Everyone living on the surface is just like that guy. They all just want us to stay out of their way. Stop it already. Not everyone is like him. Shut up. Himika swiftly stepped in front of me. You guys are useless. Says the kid who just got his ass saved by Himika, but we're useless. Okay. Not like anything's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing. Oh, now he's gonna cry and make me feel bad for him again. Hayuri? I hope everyone dies. Hayuri! That's going too far. Shut up. Stop trying to act nice. My neighbors probably think I'm yelling. They're like, wow, those people are yelling at each other. I think. Yeah, that's right. Die. Die, 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 die. This is where somebody should... Everyone can just die. The ground suddenly shook. The air seemed to warp around me, and I lost my sense of balance. As I lost my sense of balance, my stomach turned. I already might have a little bit of blue in him. Ah! What the? An earthquake? Spacey. Himika grabbed hold of me tightly as I fell. That's true, we still don't know why he knows our name. I clung onto him with shaky legs. Is it over? The shaking had gradually slowed to a stop. Now, does Hayuri have, like, some blue power in him that he made the earth shake, or was it just convenient timing? Because that's kind of interesting. What? Hey, you guys! This is the first time we've had an earthquake here, right? This place isn't going to cave in, is it? Didn't the sun disappear up there, too, the other day? This isn't a sign that the world's ending, right? It's unusual to see Yomi shake like that. Himika slowly let me go. I suddenly realized he had just been embracing me in his arms a moment ago, and my neck grew hot. Something isn't right. Himika looked at the moon dial, then up at Yomi's sky. It's not? Yes, but It's nothing you need to worry about. Things have been fine until now, and I'm sure they'll stay fine. No, something definitely isn't right. I have a bad feeling about this. I'll go to the surface to check. You should head to the bathhouse. Huh? Oh, right. Himika quickly dashed up the slope to the surface. Well, he's gotta go. Hirago's gotta go check on his shit. I'm just saying, it's getting a little if he's not, they're doing a good job of making you suspicious of it. Making you go, uh-huh. Kind of like when you're watching a horror movie and you're like, no, your boyfriend's the killer. Uh-huh. And it's like, oh, it's not your boyfriend. And then he really is the killer because then they like bamboozled you double time, you know? Or you're like, no, I mean, he looks pretty suspicious. Maybe we're supposed to think he's suspicious. But is he? And you're like half and half. And then when he is the suspect, you're like, see? And when he's not, you're like, I mean, okay, but you did a good job making me, like, worried. That's what this is. Are you here to go? Because, like, if you're not, it's like, okay, the game just kind of wanted me to think it. And if you are, it's like, oh, okay, game. Like, you know, like, it could go either way. I'm in the middle of the seesaw here. I noticed that Hayuri had disappeared as well. Hayuri's like, I made the ground shake with my anger. I made my way to the bathhouse, looking around for any signs of damage from the earthquake. Being inside the earth when it's quaking is probably not the best place to be. I'm just saying, but thank goodness. It looks like everything's still in place. And if they don't have earthquakes, how do they know what one is? Like, the first time an earthquake happened, someone's like, oh my god, was that an earthquake? They were like, the fuck is happening? An earthquake. I've experienced a few tremors on the surface. Oh, okay. But I never expected it could shake so hard down in Yomi. Well, I mean, they are underground, and if the above ground is shaking, the underground is probably shaking too. You know what I mean? Didn't the sun disappear up there too? The other day? This isn't a sign that the world's ending, right? Huh? Like the awkward laugh. But the sun's back to normal, so I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I anxiously looked up at the sky when... Hey! Isn't that Lord Doma of the Yellow over there? Doma's now here? See? I told you he heard that guy from the blue. He's like... It's like I got so fucking mad that asshole was saying he talked to Hirako. It's my fucking job. Huh? Oh. He's with Lord Jigen of the Red. I recognize him from when I was up there. I'm sure of it. God. How is Doma so fucking hot? He never stops. The fucking game. Stop it, game. You know what? Don't stop it. I love it. I need... Goddamn, if you don't give me a Doma fucking CG at some point, I'm gonna be fucking so mad. I just need a gorgeous CG. We had a Jigen CG, don't we? We have a Tsukuyomi one. Did we have a Jigen one? I don't think we did. No, we had a Tsukuyomi one. When we were like a kid. But I need a Doma one. I just want Doma and his gloriousness. Like, I just want to not... I don't want us... I don't want anybody else. I just want Doma so I can just, like, put it up as fucking wallpaper somewhere. You're like, what's that? Shut up! It's Doma! I just want to put him... I want a shrine to this man. Like, it's not like my favorite character in a game ever, but I just love him so fucking much because you're supposed to hate him. The game wants you to hate him. They're like, no, Doma's a jerk, and she hates him. And you're like, how can you hate him? He has done everything for you. He's probably your dad. And he is, like, so good. He's like, I mean, sure, he acts like a cold asshole, but he is the biggest fucking marshmallow. And I don't understand the Doma hate. Like, jump on the Doma love train. All join hands and start a Doma love train. That's what that song was about. It was about a love train for Doma. They wrote it ages ago, but that's... Anyway. They're right. The two of them walked in silence, each with a servant following closely behind them. God. That'd be Doma's servant follow closely behind him. Good lord. Why are Doma and Lord Jigen down in Yomi? Did they come because of the earthquake? They got here fast. It happened like a minute ago. The people naturally made way for them and knelt with respect as they passed. Doma's like, I was just gonna go get a lavender bath. Doma likes his, like, sakura-scented bath, you know it. He smells like cherry blossoms, I bet. cherry blossoms and sunshine. And everyone's like, a little awkward because he seems like such an asshole, but he smells so pretty. Jigen smells like cinnamon. Cinnamon and vanilla. I had one drink before. I'm not drunk, but like, I don't know. There's something about this game. Even in Yomi, their presence was well known and respected. They're going to Yasuga's place? I told you they're going to get their baths! Wait, do we get to see Doma and Yasuga together? Because that could be hot. Like...
Well now, the two most illustrious nobles of the surface. To what do I owe this honor?
Oh my god, we do have Yasuga and Doma in the same place. Ugh. Anywhere Doma goes just gets a little bit hotter. Anywhere that like Yasuga is slightly hot. Riku, slightly hot. All of it. But then you add Doma into the mix and it's like, I can't handle this. Guys, I need a fan. Anyway.
An earthquake struck Yomi not long ago, yes? We were worried and wished to look into it. By chance, in Naraku.
No need to escort us. We'll go on our own.
The main hall was completely silent.
They're going down to Tsukuyomi. Tsukuyomi's like, there was a spider on the ceiling! It was a big one!
Some shielded their faces from them, but Doma and Lord Jigen continued on their way.
Naraku? So they're going to see Tsukuyomi? What does he have to do with the earthquake? See? Tsukuyomi gets sus as it goes. I love him to death, but... terribly curious, I decided to follow behind them. Yasuga's like, girl, listen, Harry Potter, put on the invisibility cloak at least. I hope they don't notice I'm here. I bet Doma does. He knows everything. I stuck close to the cold walls as I peered over. Daughter of the White, it is not good to eavesdrop. I'm very sorry. Especially as there was so little to overhear. Lord Jigen smiled at me as usual. That's just his way of saying I shouldn't be here. Please excuse me. I gave a deep bow, then rushed back up the stairs. Toma's like, fucking kids.
Ah, so you did follow them. You disappeared just as soon as I took my eyes off you.
I'm so sorry. When I stepped into the corridor, Yasuga was waiting for me.
You're really not afraid of anything, are you? The most wouldn't dare to sneak up on those two.
You're like, well, Jigen's not gonna hurt me, and Doma absolutely wouldn't hurt me, but she thinks he would, so. But doesn't it bother you, seeing them suddenly come down to Yomi like that?
Well, that earthquake was certainly unpleasant. I have lived in Yomi for some time now, but I've never felt one quite so powerful.
I see. So is the bathhouse all right?
A few broken things here and there, but fortunately, no one was hurt.
I didn't see any major damage coming here either.
Good. I'll be having a look around the area to make sure. Camellia will be in charge, so you should have a rest for now.
His offer was hard to refuse, but I was still concerned, so I went outside to check. It doesn't seem like anyone is worried anymore. The streets were filled with people and the usual hustle and bustle. I sighed with relief, but couldn't shake my worry. Are they really not concerned at all? Didn't the sun disappear up there too the other day? This isn't a sign that the world's ending, right? This is becoming the new MVP of this route. This is like the 4th time we've seen this. It's the 3rd, counting the original time, but still. I know it isn't good to keep worrying, but come to think of it, where did Hayuri go? All your empty-headed words are meaningless. Everyone living on the surface is just like that guy. Maybe he got crushed by a brick. Fell. And then again, since the white can do something about the sun, why not show us a miracle? I'd love to perform some miracle if I could. I'd do anything to bring everyone happiness, including you. Including you, you bastard. I bit my lip when... I'm back. Welcome back. How are things upstairs?
Well, the shrine gate was safe.
suspicious.
The shrine gate is safe.
Why do you care so much about Femur Bridge? Huh? Hirako? I mean, Himika? I'm just saying. It's a little suspicious that that's what you went to check on. Anyway. That's good to hear, since there are so many people working on top of it.
Did Doma and Jigen come down?
Yes, they went to see Tsukuyomi. Oh, why does his face look like they did? Himika suddenly staggered a bit.
I knew it. It has to be.
Huh? It has to be what?
Nothing for you to worry about.
This is getting so suspicious. I love it! Hey, bad to see you again. I hear you. Thank goodness you're safe. Shut up! There you go again, acting all nice when you don't have to.
Mother.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? What about me looks like your frickin' mother?
I'm sorry.
I'm a guy, you got that? Say that again and I'll kick the crap out of you.
I won't. Trust me.
Did he have flashbacks because Hayate being like a psychopath is like reminds him of his mother? This is interesting. Man, you're a weird one. And you! Don't come near me or Asawa ever again! Himika, about what you said.
I need to go and see Tsukuyomi. Don't follow me, alright?
Why is everyone trying to leave me out? Telling me not to do something is only gonna make me more curious. By don't follow me, you mean follow me, right? Oh, Doma, hi. Fancy running into you as I trip and fall into his arms. Huh. Catch me. He wouldn't catch me. He would just let me fall. Not her, but I meant me, because, like, that's his daughter. I'm not. I'm just in love with the man, but I would trip and fall, and he would just step back and let me fall on the ground. And you know what? I'd love him so hard for it. I'd be like, I love you more because you let me fall, you bastard. God damn, if you had glasses on right now, fuck.
Daughter of the White, I am sorry about earlier.
Doma just keeps his mouth shut and glares sexily over there. He looks like Snape! That's what it is! I can't not unsee it, and I think that's why I love him too. I think I'd have loved him either way, but like, it's the Snape look. It's the Snape daddy look. It's the whole thing. It's just... Fuck. Just my luck. She's like... We are so up. She's like, Doma, and I'm like, Doma. I lost sight of Himika. I wanted to chase after him, but I couldn't be rude and just leave when Lord Jigen was talking to me.
We thought Naruko was the source of the tremor, which is why we wanted to keep you away from danger.
Oh, I'm sure that's exactly it. Bullshit. I'm rolling my eyes so hard, Jigen. Thank you for your concern.
When it happened, were you unharmed?
Yes, I wasn't injured at all.
I see. Good to hear. Well, we will be going now. Come see me in the Red District again soon.
I will. Thank you. Like how Doma doesn't say fucking shit. Like, Jigen's like, are you okay? Because Doma's like over there like, fucking ask her if she's okay. Oh, thank God she's fine. This time, I'm going to stay in the shadows so no one sees me. I held my breath and slowly made my way down. Okay, well, Himika and Tsukuyomi aren't the same person. Because, you know, otherwise we wouldn't be in the same spot. But I still think that Himika might be Hirako. I don't know. Oh, what was Izunami? Fuck, what was that? Well, was Izunami the one that killed Amaterasu? What? There was... now I can't remember what was what, but there was a Tsukuyomi in the story in the very beginning with the Amaterasu storyline, and then it was like... I remember that, but I don't remember anything else. Anyway.
I really felt it. It was most definitely Izunami's presence.
I froze, surprised at Himika's loud voice. Izunami? Isn't that... Oh, okay. That's what it is. Okay.
Legend has it that a fearsome goddess of the dark is sealed deep beneath this spring. I believe her name is Izunami.
Oh? Izunami's your mom?
That boy, Ayuri, is clearly a human child. And yet, why would Mother...
I'd never seen Himiko so loud and flustered before. He stood before Tsukiyomi, seeming all at once afraid, irritated, and scornful.
How many times must I tell you? You are mistaken. Look at the spring. Nothing at all has changed. But there's no way I would mistake my own mother's presence.
Izunami is Himiko's mother? But isn't Izunami just a character from a story? Interesting!
You have always walked among death. It seems the filth that surrounds you has wrongly evoked the memory of her. I'm not as stupid as you think.
I never knew Himiko and Tsukiyomi knew each other like this. I think Tsukiyomi knows everyone. You know what? Okay, so here's the funniest thing. Because, like, I noticed this in the very beginning. It was like, why is Tsukiyomi carrying around a doll that looks like us? And, like, we never bring it up and we never say anything about this little doll. But now, after everything that Himiko said, like, oh, like, or we were like, I remind him of someone. And then he's like, someone killed Lady Amaterasu, right? And it's like, was that, I can't remember what was in the original story in the very beginning. They kind of told you about it. And that's where Tsukiyomi's name came up. And then Tsukiyomi's here. And you're like, oh, it's that guy. And she's like, it's not him. And you're like, really? So I've kind of always been sus about him, especially because he doesn't age. But, like, maybe that doll is supposed to be Lady Amaterasu, but she looks like us. And we look like her. And maybe that's why Himiko's like, you look like someone I know. Like, because... Also, if Izunami's his mother, he's also, and he said he's so much older than us. And then there's some kind of weird shit going on. Are we like a reincarnation or something? Also, we live in a weird time bubble. Because, like, Tokusada got here, and 5 years later, it's 2021, you know, and he came before carriages. He was like, carriages are astounding to me. What? You know, I'm just saying, I don't know what it is, but, like, something has always been sus about Tsukiyomi from the very beginning, but, like, it's getting more so. You're like, it's getting a little more, like, a little sinister here, but I love you anyway. You could stab me, and I'd probably be alright with it. You know. I don't know exactly we figured out Doma's story, like, pretty much. I was like, oh my god, he's our real dad, isn't he? Wouldn't that be funny? Oh god, I think that's actually how it's going. I still can't suss out Tsukiyomi, so. And Lord Jigen, too. No one tells me anything. I like how she just left Doma out of that. She was like, nobody tells me anything, because we just know Doma doesn't tell her anything.
Oh, and that tremor, it occurred just as the child yelled. I'm certain he's connected to Izunami.
That would be interesting, because there really isn't any other, like, reason for Hayuri to exist in the game, and to have a sprite, really, aside from just being a pain in the ass, but be interesting to tie him in, but, huh.
In any case, return to the surface. My dear child grows worried.
He means us. I quickly ran back up and into an empty room that was in the middle of being cleaned. I peeked outside and saw... Himiko came back up with a somber look and gave a huge sigh. Mother. He slowly walked down the corridor with heavy footsteps. I decided to sneak after him. We should have just ran up and sat on a bench and been like, I've been waiting for you! Anyway, he's gone. I looked around the bustling crowd in the main hall, but couldn't see his silver hair anywhere. After one more quick look, I hurried outside. Who is NG again? Anyway, Lady Olympia, I've found you! Again? Why is everyone getting in my way today? Good day. I'm very sorry, but I have something I need to attend to. If you'd please excuse me. Oh, please wait, don't run from me like that. Oh, was NG the dude who was, like, trying to accost us? He pulled on my jacket so roughly that I almost fell. The fuchsia dude who was trying to, How dare you! Please, you need to hear what I have to say. If so, then you should mind your manners. I just want you to listen to me. I sighed internally. I would have sighed externally and rolled my eyes a little too, but he kept saying the same thing and doing the same thing. Your name was Enji, was it? I cannot marry you, so please leave me be. Then in that case, please use me as a show. I think I've about had enough of this. I'm in love with you. It is. But I'm of the secondary tier, so I'll be used for the shrine gate when I die. I want to be of use to you and become fuel for the sun. Thank you, but that's not necessary. I've always longed for you, and I've watched all of your dances from the very beginning. What death could be more noble than offering my life to you, my love, and for this world? Stop it already. This guy's crazy. I'm scared. If I stay alive, I might contract Haku and die a hideous and painful death. I want to be of use to you before that happens. I don't want that kind of love. Or please reconsider. They're both good. Please reconsider is like the, I don't want to call you crazy because you might stab me, but I don't want that kind of love. Yeah, I don't want that kind of love. I don't want that kind of love. If I were to love anyone, it would be someone who would do his best to live with me for as long as he could. But Enji, I understand your fear of Haku. It's something that scares me as well, to be honest. But that's no excuse to run from it like this. Once you die, it's all over. That's all I can say to you. If you'll excuse me. Lady Olympia! I quickly turned my back on him. His pleading voice made my heart ache. But I would never respond to him again. There was someone else in my heart. Also, this guy's crazy. It's not like, hey, hi! Why are you ignoring me? It's like, he's crazy. Like, it's almost evening. I looked up at the red sky as I left Kunado. If I go to Corpse Beach now, I won't be able to go back to the manor until late tonight. And Himika may not even be there right now. Show falls, girl. I know! Maybe there's a book in the library about what I heard today. Although I was still concerned about Himika, I decided to head back to the manor for now. Oh god, can Doma teach us? Doma, teach me about mythology and these stories and these legends. Just... I guess it's not going to be easy finding any information about Izunami. I'd been searching in the library since after dinner, but I still hadn't found any book that would help. God, it's just sad that you don't have computers and the internet. I can't exactly ask Himika or Tsukuyomi about it. More than anything, I just felt disappointed. Like, who can I ask? Who might know? Doma's like sitting right there like, I could tell you. I mean, we don't know that Doma knows, but I'm just saying. She just would never ask. Tsukuyomi never once told me that he knew Himika. And Himika never brought up Tsukuyomi's name in front of me, either. Lord Jigen's attitude toward me today seemed curious as well. And completely left out. No, I shouldn't think that way. So happy. You should see my stupid fucking shit-eating grin right now. I love Doma so much. The feeling of suspicion returned to me as I watched him walk to the bookshelf in the back without saying a word. Because he knows what she's doing, and he's in there like, you can ask me your questions, and he's just waiting for it. Slowly. She's like, why is he going for that book so slowly? Like, why in the world did he even take me in? Because you're his daughter. God. Do we find that out now? I don't know if I can handle that. Perhaps Doma the Outsider is planning on using the power of the White to usurp Hiriko's position and gain control of this island. God damn it, Kuroba. Or maybe Doma's just a bachelor looking to enjoy the beautiful White in his own bedchamber. Gross! That's our dad you're talking about, Kuroba. I really think it'd be really funny when it comes out for Kuroba to be like, oh, I feel really bad about the shit I thought. I'd given up on expecting any truth from the rumors on this island. Then again, how long was he planning to keep me captive here? I love how she thinks she's captive! Girl! You're free to fucking leave whenever you want. You were always free to go out. You just couldn't go back to Tenyo Island. That was it. You couldn't go back to that island. That's the only thing he stopped you from doing. Otherwise, if you wanted to go out and run around town, he probably would have let you. You're the only one who's kept yourself captive. Oh my god. Girl! You're such an idiot sometimes. Hasn't he already sort of gained control of this island? Of course, everyone worshipped Lord Hiroko. But the Kotowari and the military were the ones who controlled this island, not to mention the 3 leaders above them. It was clear how revered he was by the way the people of Yomi knelt to him as he passed. Good evening. Didn't he come into this library after us? But okay. What is it that brings you to me? I heard you've read all the books in this library. There's a certain subject I'm looking for. I guess because it's a library, he's in there and you're like, hey, and he's like, what do you want? I just said good evening. Are there any books here about Izunami? None. My shoulders fell immediately. I guess Akaza is all I have left. Why do you ask this? Something about his reply bothered me. He's asking me why? Wait. I stared at him. That's right. Doma was there with Lord Jigen today. He didn't say anything to me, but... You know who Izunami is, don't you? Oh my god! Shocked face Doma! That's something new. He's like, what? I have never seen his eyes like that. If it's just a story, there's no harm in asking, right? Like, he was just like... caught. Fucking Doma, you've been caught. Of course the leaders of this island know of it. I assume you're referring to the goddess of the dark sealed in Naraku. So it's true? It's not just a legend. It is a legend. He replied briskly before continuing. No humans ever laid eyes upon her before, though perhaps I may confirm her existence for myself one day. I gasped at his reply. He's just as disrespectful to Lady Amaterasu. No, I think Doma's just fucking... Like, sometimes I wonder what the things he's like, I'm gonna find out if this shit's true. It's like, Doma's just fucking like Indiana Jones. He just wants to fucking, like, figure out all the secrets of the temples around here. You know what I mean? Like, he could probably never be humble to anyone. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. What should I do now? Maybe I can ask him about Himika. But if any harm comes to Himika as a result... And that tremor... It occurred just as the child yelled. I'm certain he's connected to Izunami. Oh, right. Bring up Hayuri then, because then it doesn't matter if he gets hurt. We don't care. I mean, she might care, but, you know, whatever. I'll feel a little bad, but not that bad. How could they possibly be connected? Is that enough? Now then, answer my question. Why do you ask of this? I just remembered... Tsukuyomi told me before that Izunami sleeps in Shinamizu Spring. So I thought maybe it had something to do with the earthquake today. Tsukuyomi attests that it was the mere shifting of ground. And Doma's like, I mean, that's how it works. Like, not a god rumbling around and like, Doma's like, I mean, science! Both Jigen and I went down to Yomi for the sake of the island. However, that man of Naraku claims there's no cause for concern. I see. There was no cause for concern. It's interesting, though. I mean, they went down like, is shit okay? And Tsukuyomi's like, it's fine. Is it, though? I don't know. Like, I trust... Fuck. I don't know what's going on. But I couldn't help but feel very concerned. I mean, exactly, because, like, you want to trust Tsukuyomi, and he's always been there, and it's like, she's always trusted Tsukuyomi, but he's always been a little suspicious, and now you're like, Tsukuyomi, like, I still love you, don't get me wrong, but, like, you might be the Saint Germain character, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's so nice and sweet and great, what are you trying to do? Why are you trying to kill me? What? What happened? I don't know. I trust Doma, though. I guess I was just overthinking things. I'm sorry. I bowed to him and quickly left the library. To think it would be him. But if that's your desire, then do as you please. See? Doma's so good! Like, he's literally like, huh, You're in love with Himika, huh? But like, hey, if that's what you want, girl. The hearts of the women of the white cannot be fooled, and they cannot come to love those they do not. And if they cannot love their soulmate, their search must continue. That was an interesting line. If they can't love their soulmate, their search must continue. Stay beside me. That was an interesting... It makes me feel sort of sus. But, at any rate, that whole thing, though, again, I guarantee you so many people when we got to that was like, wait, why is Doma being nice? Because Doma's been great and wonderful the whole time. He is a marshmallow. Like, I'm not surprised by this, but I feel like reiterating it every single time because I just know there's so many people like, oh my god, Doma's such a jerk. Are you blind? Are you blind? The man has had our back since day one. Ugh. She is the only one who thinks that Doma is an asshole. Everyone's scared of him, and rightfully so. I mean, the man is intimidating, but, like, he has always had our back. In a very weird way, but, like, always had it. But, like, fuck Akaza. No way. Would never marry that asshole. Who's the canon boyfriend? Right, Akaza. Doma's so mean to me. He keeps me caged here. She's free to do whatever the fuck she wants, whenever the fuck she wants. And then it's like, and then Doma's over there like, I mean, maybe we should just let her marry Riku. That would work out. And she's like, why is he just trying to force this? I wanted to marry Riku on my own, not with your permission. Like, girl, the fuck? So, like, I just feel like there's people who, when they, like, with Doma, when that shit happened, were definitely like, I'm shocked about this. Really, though? Are you blind? The man's been, like, in our corner with, like, a fucking banner waving for us in support the whole fucking time. We're like, Doma, fucking asshole back there. Probably hoping I fail. It's fucking hilarious, but... No letters today. I lowered the lid and fell into thought. I actually do like the fact that Doma is 100% on her side and just, like, doesn't really say anything. He's just, like, secretly helping you all along the way, secretly, like, rooting for you. And she's just like, God, he's such an asshole. And, like, she has no clue. Like, even when it's right in front of her face, she's always like, ugh. Like, Doma's like, where are you going? Oh my god, you never let me go anywhere. I was just asking you where you were going. I'm going out. Is that okay with you? Actually, I think that's great. Ugh. Yeah, you were right. Like, but I love that they made her so oblivious to how good Doma is. I mean, they made him really good at, like, hiding it, but you know what I mean. Like, anyway. I lowered the lid and fell into thought. We're almost at time, but whatever. I'm still not sure if I should go to see Tsukuyomi. And Tsukuyomi attests that it was the mere shifting of ground. Bye, Doma. I love you. And that tremor, it occurred just as the child yelled. I'm certain he's connected to Izunami. If what Himika said is true, that means Tsukuyomi lied to Doma and Lord Jigen. Or that Doma's lying to me. Doubting the people around me only made me feel worse. I think it's funny, you're like, Doma's lying to me. I'm doubting him, and that makes me feel bad. I'm pretty sure it was doubting Lord Jigen, not Doma, but, you know, it's just funny that he was included in there. I stood in front of the letterbox, unsure what to do. Hey, sis! Perfect timing! Could you help me look for someone? Oh, unless you got your deliveries. Don't worry, I don't have any letters at the moment. Really? Then can you help? I'm looking for a guy with a limp leg. Why? His name's Kengo, and he usually sells ironware at the plaza, but he hasn't been around since yesterday. Oh, then I'll look for him with you. Really? Thank you. Okay, we'll stop here as we go look for Kengo. Oh, what's this? Whispering voices. Oh, hi. Mysterious. We'll find out in the next part. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.